No? Should have done this sooner, buddy. No, you've been talking. Lol. Oh, because you're on a starting soon screen. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. That was code for yes. Shut the fuck up, Matt. You have to start editing out swear words. You're gonna have a hard time with these people, with this group of people. Ew, who? Love you, buddy. Damn. Nah, you right. These streamers been slacking lately, so I'm losing my you know, yeah. Wait, really? Damn. Wait a minute, why does that say 11 p.m.? I'm assuming that's my time. Oh, we are doing LFR.
Wow! Hello,
Maybe.
hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm back. I'm alive, kind of. I'm a ghost. I was planning for something different to be like, haha, I'm back and I'm streaming again, and here's why I'm a ghost, but that was a lot of work, so that's not happening. Just know when there's no camera, I'll be a ghost, and at some point they'll be interchangeable. So welcome to Slay the Princess. Content warning. It's a horror game, not intended for all audience. There's a website for a full list of the warnings. I don't know what they all are. Most of them are spoilers. So, but given the title, Slay the Princess, there's going to be a lot of death. Both directions. Slay the Princess contains flickering images. Blah 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 blah. Just don't. Yeah, be careful if you're prone to seizures. Oh, well, continue. There we go. Whenever horrors may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There's only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. La 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 la. So here's the title screen. I will talk for a bit from here. To answer a question I had already gotten pre-stream. Oh my goodness, hype train, woo! But to answer a question I was answering pre-stream, I watched this played by a streamer who made all sorts of decisions that I wouldn't have made, and it made me really want to play it. And so I'm skipping a lot of my plans so that I can play it, because I want to play it. This is more visual novel type game. Thankfully, it has its own voice acting, so I don't have to talk a ton. I will talk a bit, like read a bit, but I don't have to do it on my own. The game will handle it for me. Hip hip hooray. Let me address everything else that came in here real quick. Powerless, thank you for following. For those who don't know, Powerless is a buddy of mine. He's actually here in voice chat with us, and oh my god, the princess is freaking out. Remember, it's just a love story. This is a love story. There's nothing spooky going on at all. And then thank you, Powerless, for subscribing, and thank you, Why is this Lima, for resubscribing with your Prime sub. You've been subscribed for 17 months. I don't recall streaming for that long, but I dig it, and I appreciate it. And then that was enough to kickstart a hype train. So hype return. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm trying to figure out why there's all of a sudden a little bar on the screen. Is that on the general stream too? It sure is. What is that, and why won't it go away? I don't like that. What's going on right
The real horror of the game.
I know. I'm already like, wait a minute, something is broke already. What is that? And how do I fix that? That didn't make it go away. Make it go away? We broke things already. Oh no. How could this have happened so soon? Oh god. No, no. Oh, I'm breaking everything now. Ah, I needed to finish the new character. No! Spoiler alert. That is partially why I wasn't originally going to do this, is I'm working on another character. Okay, what is going on here? Edit the scene. Oh, it's the alert bar. It's just not going away. Why is it not going away? Gone now? Nope. Why? Is it another video source box? No, it is the alert box. But why it's not going away on its own? Don't know. That's a test run. I should have fixed it, right? Alright, that worked. There we go. Okay. Nope. Why? Let me replay this. Maybe this will make it go away. Maybe. Oh no. Well, I guess I just have to turn them off for the moment. Why? Why stream live?
Oh, that is sick. I like this so much better.
Well, okay then. Fixed as good as I can fix it. Alright. So let's kick this off. Now, Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
I believe. Get it, buddy.
You're on a path
do it.
in the woods.
Get the
and
stuff.
at the end of that path, is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Let's see. We have many options. Alright. Let's see. What would... I'm going to be playing this a little bit with some meta in my head because I have to kind of... Because I know what the answers to some of these already are. So I'm going to try to ask things in the way that I would have. Let's see. Yeah, I would have started here.
Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
That's mean. Alright, let's ask about the end of here.
Everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Look at this parallaxing. Oh, God. So good. Yeah, how is that gonna happen?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
But the specific details are important. I want to know what the evidence is.
Honestly,
You're already on the path
so
that leads
fucking
to the
dumb.
cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
That is a valid point. Yeah.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, tell me what my price is.
But I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
I don't believe you, even knowing what I know. I don't believe you.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning.
This is more or less what I wanted to do.
If you go in prepared to hear her out,
anyways.
she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Right?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior
You aren't
of the
getting any
cabin is
game
almost
audio.
entirely bare. The air is stale
What?
and musty, and the floor and walls
Oh,
are painted
God.
in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
No game audio. Why would there
Fucking
be
figures.
Why would there be no game audio? No game audio. No game audio. I'm getting it on my stream. I'm getting it on my stream. I'm getting it on my stream. False scuff. I'm getting Okay, put that back up there. You can't hear the narrator at all? What? If I do this number? If I adjust those. Increase the gain there for a second. Implement deleted. I want to do this right. Yeah, I'll take this.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
How's it now? Oh, that's not what I want to open. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. This. That was you! Ah, Zol! It was always you. Okay. You're the third narrator.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, sure,
It's been
why
so
not?
long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Well, I wanted to talk first. No. Yeah, I just want to talk
Then
first.
why did you bring a knife with you?
Just in case.
How about you drop it, and then we can chat.
Being a little
She
mean
makes a
about
compelling
this.
point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Yeah, I'll put it down for a minute.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Alright, let's talk.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
I don't like the way you said that.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to
I
face.
wouldn't have done that either.
Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So you say.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, you were kind of mean about it. Very mean about it. But, I know that is not what I'm going to say. Alright, let's... Well, let me ask that one. Why
Do you?
Why am I supposed to be here to kill you? I have a guess. Yeah.
So you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
Well, that's fair. I am definitely trying to investigate. What is your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Being a little shit.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
How long have you been down?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
How would I get you out?
You can't. Don't bother.
Shush.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge
I
of
wish
the
you guys could see
blade.
my head tilt. We
She
can't,
isn't
it just tilts
suggesting
funny.
what I think she's suggesting. Right? She is. I'm sure of it.
I guess we've
Oh,
talked enough.
have you decided what to do with
Yeah,
me?
yeah, actually. You're not kind
You
of
know why you're here.
very vague. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna go slay.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Ooh. Okay.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone
Princess
grinding on
got
bone
hands.
where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's
There
unarmed,
we go.
the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
I still got a weapon, and she's still changeable.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Finish the job!
You and the princess stare at each other,
Beast.
both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
The princess gasps,
Yeah, that
her
was
voice
fun.
an unhealthy rasp as her
Sure.
lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Oh my goodness, tip your waiters. Hi, buddy. Thank you for the 100 bits. My alerts aren't working right, so I didn't see that till just now. But hey, it's good to see you. And then, how's it going? It has certainly been a while. I have been busy with work after the move, and it has been kind of a nightmare. But I'm kind of back to it. Not really back to it, but yeah, no, I'm gonna try to be able to do this a little bit more. And yeah, look, I got they animated a little PNG tube for my no camera right now. But there we go, everybody. This is the gameplay loop. Adventure, yeah, I can't wait just to show you the rest of it. Alright. I would have gone with this. Wait, hasn't this
It
already
hasn't.
happened?
Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't
Voice
matter if he can hear
discover.
us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Perfect. I am well on to a path I have never seen before, and I'm excited. Alright. Alright, why would I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? I don't really want to ask that because... Not because I know the truth of the matter, but because that is not the point. Alright, let's proceed to the cabin. How's it been going
warning.
for you, Tib?
Before you go any
Oh,
further.
narrator, cool. What do we got?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Oh yeah! I like this
Are you
voice.
sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal.
Hey!
Let's just get on with it already.
I think everyone knows what my internal monologue sounds like.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its
I'm
cold stone
so
walls
excited.
press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Absolutely, I'm gonna need it. But yes, let's.
That's
ask
because
about
there
the
isn't a mirror.
There is a
There's
mirror.
the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Oh, there's a mirror. You can see it.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Oh, stop bickering and just get on with it. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
I care. This is another part of my brain. I care.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror.
There's a
Why would
mirror.
I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Heck yeah, gotta look good before you go into a fight.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Oh. Maybe I need to
Reach
update
forward
my
and rub
add-ons.
your hand against the cabin wall.
That makes sense.
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
My name shows up twice in this
It was
damage
there a
meter,
second ago.
and it's probably
Now it's
because
gone.
I have a fuck ton of
So all of us
updates.
can
Yep,
stop arguing about it.
that'll
Get to
happen.
fighting.
Given the new season started today.
You take the blade from the altar. It
You
would
get
be
your sound
difficult
working,
to
bud?
slay the princess and save the world without a
Okay,
weapon.
I have it muted right now. Sorry.
How could you?
Hey, it's open.
Oh yeah.
Although I should be muting tab, not video.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive. with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. It looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
This is a lot of information.
And you brought
Right
your
off the
little
rip.
knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little
Questions
pieces.
first. I didn't get answers to these, so I want to know. All right. Oh, goody. There's so many questions. Oh, goodness. That's what I really want to ask first. Ooh. I'm not here to free you. I already know that. That's obvious. I have this question, even though I think I know the answer to that. Oh yeah, hang on. I'm not here to not fight. But we do.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
That is not unpacked.
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
That's not a suitable answer.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Alright, fine. I believe you. What? What you said earlier in the woods, I believe you. You've already met the princess, and the princess has already met you. That's all the more reason to take this seriously.
Explain.
You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me! I don't remember. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay! As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Okay, that's a bit of an answer. Let's see, Oh my goodness. Moderators help. Thank you. Be gone. First stream back and I'm already getting solicited.
Right. Move back.
Okay. Just because it bothers you, I'm going to take this even less seriously. I'm not apathetic. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I never died, and I'm not doing that. I'm going to do a good job. I'm not going to say that. You got me pretty much everything. Yeah, this
I know.
tracks.
You and the princess have been talking about it. You don't have to be so snarky.
Right. Let's go down this path just because I would have asked this.
You look exactly the same.
Yeah. No weird freaky bird hand. And you do remember what's with that.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
Hello?
I don't know what... Hello. I don't know what happened to you the last time we met, but I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. No, I want to fight the giant demon lady. I'm not doing that either. Oh, shit. Alright, I guess we're down to just attack. Fight time!
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
Come on, voice of the stubborn, carry us through this.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you?
No.
That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead, or what's the point? So don't be afraid.
Your ghost looks so good, Austin.
Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action. Don't listen to them.
Add so many
She
points for
understands something
channel
they
points from you.
don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this,
So many.
through her. If that's your plan,
Headphone!
that's your plan. You push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more.
Heck yeah! Go ham!
You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
Yeah.
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing. We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Screw it.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes, you finally get it, don't you?
Oh, shit. What are you talking about?
Are you really going to make me
Yes.
explain it? Look at how evenly matched we are.
Are we really?
Dying and coming back. Clashing against each other over the fate of everything. Forever.
Did she just admit out loud that she's gonna end the world if she gets out of here?
She sure did.
She most certainly did. I hope you've made a mental note of that, hero. There's no more room for doubt. Don't you all get it? The fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight.
This fight is sick.
And look at us. We're both so much stronger than we were last time. Think about how much more we can become. Nothing is better than this.
She's right. Imagine how much further we can push each other. Imagine how strong we can be. I warned you on the stairs, and I'll warn you again. Don't get caught up in emotion. Remember why you're here.
I hate using words. They're so clumsy.
Wow,
Your balance
shit.
is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee.
Should have kept trying to stab.
Collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact.
I'm definitely dying again.
We're fine! You barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours. Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor. I said we're fine. I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
Oh, thank you.
She tosses
exactly
it
what
at
I
your
wanted.
feet.
Well, that's like super meta. I never even thought about that part. I'm going to be free though. Change the basement fighting. Well. I want to talk, but talking last time got my fucking ribs broken again. Shit, let's try it. I actually really want to.
I meant that nothing else matters. It's hard to describe. It's just a feeling that it's just us. That when we hurt each other, we're alive, and when that happens, everything else is gone. You feel it too, right?
I know what this leads to. I know exactly what that line leads to. Let's go down this path.
How much more proof do you need? Would it help to watch me rise from the dead with your own 2 eyes?
Actually, yes.
Fine. Go ahead. Stab me in the heart. See what happens.
Perfect.
The princess throws open her arms, exposing her chest. Is she really just going to let you slay her? Do it. Do it right now, before she changes her mind.
Absolutely.
Hold on. What if this is a trick? If she's leaving herself open like this, there's only one way we can strike at her. For all we know, she's 3 steps ahead of us. 3 steps ahead of us? Have you met her? This isn't a trick.
Right?
And how would you know that? Because I wouldn't think to trick us, so why would she?
Exactly.
That's a great point, so please stop hesitating and end this now.
Knife, 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 knife. Slay!
The princess remains
Yes!
unflinching as you run her down, her stoic expression once again curving into a knowing smile as the pristine blade buries deep into her heart. Did she really just let us do that?
Absolutely she did.
Apparently, yes.
See you soon.
And then she stumbles back into the wall, the
Shouldn't
blade
have
still
worked.
lodged firmly in her chest. She collapses to the ground. She's dead. It's over. It's finally over.
But it can't be over. She said she'd be back.
I know that the two of you had some sort of weird bond, but look on the bright side. Now we don't have to die. Isn't that nice?
Pretty sure my
No, it's
ribs
not
are
nice.
busted broke.
I wanted to fight her forever. This is shit. It's not fair.
Life isn't fair, but what's done is done, and whether you like it or not, The entire world is in your debt for saving it from ruin. I'm sure in due time you'll learn to live with yourself. Let's just get out of here. Yes, that sounds like a splendid idea. Fine. You remain where you are and watch over the princess's corpse. She remains dead. I'm telling you, she's coming back. She said she's coming back. She's not.
Alright.
She is.
World saved.
She's not coming back. She's dead. Your blade is embedded in her heart. You slew her. It's over. I don't know how many more times or how many different ways I need to express this objective reality before it finally makes its way through your dense skull. How many different ways have you got left to express it? Because it'll take a hell of a lot more to convince me that she's not coming back.
Oh, I'm convinced.
Oh, I've got plenty. Can the two of you stop arguing? No! I'm not the only one who just saw her eyes open, right? What are you talking about? For the millionth time, she's...
Yes,
shit.
I told you I'd be back.
alive. We're shit out of luck, aren't we? I knew it! I told you all that we should believe in her. This is perfect.
And you waited for me. I knew I could count on you. I knew we were connected.
The princess staggers to her feet, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade you buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
Give me my knife, please.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet. You know what to do. Again! But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that? All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all. Oh, we just missed her heart. Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong? Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
Yeah, what's that supposed to mean?
It means nothing. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah,
But you did say it, so it means something. Oh, stop bickering over nothing. Our destiny is right in front of us. Pick up the blade and go to her.
It's so odd because I like I said at the start of it, I know a little bit about what's up, but I'm picking up a lot of details I didn't know about before. And
Okay, fine. That is what I meant by untethering. Do you hear him rambling on about destiny? He's lost the thread, and if you lose the thread, you won't be able to save the world. And what is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
I don't have to answer that, and I'm not going to answer
You
that.
should, because we're gonna be at this a while.
Why the bloody hell not? Because right now, there's still a razor-thin chance that you're able to get your act together. There are patterns of thought out there that beg to be finished, but once you finish them, that's it. They change everything. There's no going back, and if I say anything else, you're going to finish one of those thoughts.
Yeah, I want to finish that thought, though.
What?
Princess can't die. The princess can't die. Oh, goodness. Don't. You mean like the princess can't die, don't you? Well, it's too late for that. I think we've already fought that one. The princess can't die. I'm not going to say princess can't die. I'm not even going to think of princess can't die. Oh my goodness. Lie. Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. Like, the princess can't die. I tried, you know. I tried very hard to make this work. I don't like that resignation. Are you sure we can't just unthink it?
Right.
Yes. Like I said, I'm afraid some thoughts can't be unthought. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to pour myself a stiff drink. If I'm going to see the end of everything, I'd rather not be sober.
So I was right. Why are all of you so glum? This is perfect, isn't it? We get to experience greatness and battle and triumph forever.
But I think it was the stubborn one who said, your destiny awaits, right? No, hold on. There has to be another way. What if we just leave her down here? What if we run away? What if we convince her not to end the world? You can't reason with her. Ending the world is her fundamental nature. It's not a decision she can flip on and off. It is her.
Well, elaborate.
And what exactly can't we leave her down here? Because all it would do is stall the inevitable.
What's wrong with that?
And what's wrong with stalling?
Yeah. Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Oh, there's plenty wrong with stalling. The end is still the end, and I'd rather face mine head on. Oh, you mopey ass. Why did you even ask us to slay her if it was going to end like this? Because it didn't have to end like this. If you don't mind, I'd rather not spend everyone's last moments arguing with you. It's time.
Yeah, it's go time.
Yes, I suppose it is. If we fight her forever, then maybe she can't end the world. Maybe everything can still work out.
Exactly.
I guess we'll just have to see how things play out.
Don't you get it? You don't have to shuffle your feet. What comes next is going to last forever.
With
Ready.
an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. There's a lot of flowery description coming from someone who thinks he already knows how this is going to play out. Oh, indulge me, will you? Me knowing how this is going to play out is exactly why I'm being flowery. Let me have just this one thing, alright? Alright. Here it comes. The big finish. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess ready to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body and... Wait, no, really?
She
What
snapped me in half.
Why did everything go dark?
Yep.
You died. That blow was apparently lethal. How anticlimactic.
You don't get it, do you? We're not dead. We're stronger than this. So stop whining and get up.
Saying get up is not going to change the fact that you're dead. How dense are you?
I choose to get
Funny
up.
that you're calling me dense when you still haven't figured it out. We can't be dead. We're just like her. All of you need to wake up and enter the new world.
You know, maybe he has a point. If we're dead, how are we still talking? Because you being dead is reality, because it says right here that you're...
Well,
To wake up.
alive.
that's right.
I thought I lost you there, but you've figured things out, haven't you? Good. The two of us can finally be together.
Oh, back at me
You and
again.
the princess
Oh,
exchange
Jesus.
dozens of devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment.
Got some of these ways to go. Busted them hand.
And then you get up and do it again,
Oh.
and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
If it doesn't answer voice.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Did we do this? Huh.
I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
Princess stumbles and her body.
I feel so tired.
Yeah, I think this is our fault. Definitely how I would have gone with it. That is very interesting. Just that little bit of a different track. There's big differences there. Something's taken away and something else in her stead. Get our happy little mirror back.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Okay.
It is.
Yep,
Does that mean the world ended?
I think
The world
so.
didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
You're right. She's gone. It's just
Like it's mocking us.
Like that fast? Yes. I think
there's
we're
something
supposed to look at
dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Where?
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Yeah.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
It's all good. I approach the mirror. I gaze into the reflection. Silences reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. I'm some weird, freaky bird creature thing. I don't think I've ever actually seen that clear a photo. It's me. You're alone in a place that's empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Big damn. No big deal.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Okay. Now, I know what's up here. So, I'm not sure how to proceed here. Other than asking
How
some
can the
questions
world
I
have
already
ended if
know.
we are talking?
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
And I don't know
I
other than the
think that
weird
you are
feathers
like
thing.
me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Oh, did I goof? Oh, I goofed.
Don't goof. No goofing.
What the fuck is happening?
That's a very applicable thing to what's going on my screen and yours.
No, mine, sorry.
But it's applicable to both.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Alright. The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes,
Going on
nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one yearns
Hey, get me up.
to grow.
I'm the one with the big dick damage over here.
Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart. Do not mourn her. We will
We're moving,
provide
we're
her
moving.
with the growth she fought for.
Well, that's sweet.
Yikes, dude.
Yeah, that question.
I know only that they are.
Okay.
Lima, I'm doing an 11. Mind against the wall is ranged.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I suppose not.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay. But why? I can't ask that. I guess we'll put that.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Okay.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Okay. Last one, or two more.
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Okay, so you do not know the narrator.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Do you know?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
This was actually going to be my next question.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
I'm about to say, that is just semantics and rhetoric.
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Bonk? How dare Bonk? Who Bonk? Oh god, it's Panda! Panda buddy, how are you doing? I'm back! I am doing the thing! I am doing the thing. How's it going? It's been a while. I have been gone for a hot minute. Life has been fascinating, to say the least. But it doesn't mean I've been doing nothing. Hence, little ghost dancing around on the screen. Put some good work into that. I think it was like 5 days of work. Medeo, Lemur, is that accurate statement? Like 5 days of work for this ghost?
I don't know. Was it? I think it was less than that.
You think
Yeah,
so?
probably 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was 3 or 4.
Either way, it's a lot of work.
I think it was 5. But yeah, you put a lot of effort in.
But yeah, I'm back a little bit. I forgot to do this part of the deal. So yes, I'm going to comment now on what the streaming schedule thing's gonna look like, because I did say I return, and this one is not a test. So I'm gonna clarify that when I have time, I will stream. Austin left, died, and came back as a ghost. Yep, that. Yep, I can rest when I'm dead. Exactly. What's funny, like, cause I started at the stream saying I was gonna create a little animatic or like opening thing about this, explaining the ghost. And that was gonna be it. That was gonna be it. You accurately guessed what was gonna be the opening that I will never finish. But yep, there'll be some new characters as well. Like even when I get the camera up, I'm working on stuff. I'm gonna update some things. But no, it's good to see you. Welcome in. Oh, feels good to be back. It's been a long time. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna ask all of these just for everyone's sake. I know what the answers to most of this already are. I don't think I'm gonna ask this though, for a reason, because I would never ask that question. But I would ask this first.
Everything. Until we meet again.
I don't want to forget everything until we meet again. And then this would be what I put next.
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished. Dry. Hollow.
Oh, that sounds terrible. How many more pieces of you do?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Alright, let's go
She
back.
asks that I tell you to remember her.
Oh, I will.
You won't.
No! That's so rude! Too bad I can break the fourth wall of the game, and I will remember that one. That is a cool
You're on a
princess.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Ooh,
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
damage is good,
You're here
boys.
to slay her.
Damage is good.
If you don't, it will be the end.
This is going well.
Uh-oh. Well, thank you. Thank you, Panda. That's good to know. Go here. Uh-oh.
I am 800% louder. I'll take it.
Uh-oh, Discord's on the same screen as my ghost. Hang on, ghost is gonna disappear for a second. Oh goodness, you saw the quagmire.
I'm like sitting here like, why don't I hear your stream? Forgot I muted the tab.
Rude. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
everyone's
buddy.
look at the other.
Oh yeah, he is not kidding. Sorry, man. I should have caught that.
It's alright. I'm about to say you're set for like 100 on my end. Alright, how's that?
Let's see.
Ooh, that's like way too quiet for me to hear you though.
Keep talking for me.
How's
Keep
that?
talking.
How's that? Blah 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 blah.
You're still really
How about-
quiet
how
for
about
me,
my other
comparatively.
friends? Yeah.
I sound really loud compared to you.
I can turn myself up. Wah 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 wah.
Keep talking.
Wah
Keep
wah wah
talking.
wah wah. Mike is now closer also. Wah
Keep going. Keep going.
wah.
No, you're still too low, buddy.
More.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Go like a lot more.
Wah! Like a 15% gain on top of what was already there. How's that?
That's getting better. Hold on. Keep talking.
Wah! How's it compared to the game sound? I don't think I can actually turn it up any higher than that.
That is a lot better. Yeah, I
Right
agree.
there?
I think. I think
right.
it's okay. Personally,
Your friend sounds
I'm
normal,
having
but
trouble
I'm
because
still
you're
quiet.
talking,
That's a lot better.
and
okay.
then you're talking, and then there's also the stream. So I
Yeah.
was like trying to understand which was which.
Yeah.
You sound a lot better though.
Okay.
I should have probably deafened.
That's all good. Okay. Actually, I need to leave this over here probably. Minimize that there. Ghost! Come back! Ta-da! Alright. I'm going to see my weird background for a bit. Alright. You now sound the same volume and you're a tad louder than the game narration. Let me go to here. And... Ooh, I cannot turn the game's narrator up. I'm gonna pop these back up to where they were. We'll go like this. I'll go like this. I'll go like that. I'm reverbing through someone's headset. Wah. Lemur. Turn Lemur down a tad more.
You're reverbing through my headset?
I was reverbing through your headset. Not now. I'm good now. Oh, nope, I'm back.
Oh, that's weird.
The adjustment probably did that. Yeah, no, I appreciate the perspective. It's hard to check it, especially when it's been so long. Okay, now we are going to take a slight break before we continue through the second roundabout. Hang on, I need to do something about that. Go like that. Okay. But so that. Welcome to the gameplay loop, where it will be more or less this cycle repeatedly. However, I believe things change as we go. But we're back at chapter 1 now. So I don't know what all the conditions are for stuff, and I'm going to kind of proceed as I would have proceeded through the story. But this is the loop. I'm curious as to what we will get for our ending, but I am going to take a quick break because I need to use the restroom. So we will be right back.
Lemur. Hey, buddy. You know, living the dream. So, you know, you haven't heard that one before. Hey, bud.
Uh-oh, there's no... there we go. I'm about to say, I'm like, please, no. Oh, thank you, Panda. I wasn't sure. With the new headset, I wasn't positive. Hang on. I'm sorry, Lemur. I have to mute you so that I can not have the echo. If you try to tell me something, try to tell me in chat. I promise I'll not ignore you for too long. He just
doesn't know where it's coming from, is what he said.
I know. I trust he will maybe figure that out. I think it's just because my audio got louder.
I don't know.
But I don't know.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't hear it, but no, it's echoing through lemurs for me too. Never mind.
All right. Okay. Round 3, I guess. The end of the world we're talking about. All right, let's see. We'll ask this question.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay. Well, so last run we kind of figured out that us being near each other ends the world a little bit. So, let's see. Let's go with that. All right, cool.
It's all part of the job.
Thank you for telling me what's going on here.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Alright, proceed to the cabin. Alright.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Nah, this time we're gonna go talk.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light.
Last time our introduction was a little awkward.
This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Softly.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
I don't know about that.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Well, just hi
Don't be
again.
a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
See, she's so sweet right now.
Walk downstairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Well, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Okay. I believe I've seen this path before. Let's see. Let's start with this. What is your name?
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Sus.
Is
As
Princess
shit.
her name or her
Again.
title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird.
Yep.
She
And
hadn't
sus.
even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully, you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Go ahead and when you get a second, Austin, can you unmute him?
Oh.
He thinks he might have fixed it.
Sure can. If I can find Discord. Here we go. Awa, ahoo, awaha. Hey!
Hello?
That's working.
Hello?
Yeah, I don't hear it.
That's a working. It's a you and a me. Alright. Let's see. I know everyone wants to know this, but I know what happens if that is asked, so I think I want to ask something different first. Yeah. I'm going to ask you about this. Let's go with this, but I want to see you for myself.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Right?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Yeah.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me.
I
Hopefully it
don't
won't be
trust
too
you,
late
narrator.
when you finally come around.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
I do have more
There's going to be
questions.
plenty of time to chat after I'm free, but okay. What do you want to know?
I want to know how you were able to live down here without food or water.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
It has a lot to do with a lot.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
That is not irrelevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat.
Exactly. Let's get out of here.
Only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Am I?
No, you're doing the right thing.
I don't know about the right thing either.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
I definitely don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
It's only the knife
Doubt.
upstairs.
Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabinet.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Alright.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Okay.
Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Okay, narrator man, but now I need something to do that with.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They sure did.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the
I cannot
determination
make the
of a
facial
pack
expressions with my ghost for what I want for this. Hang on.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing hands. The blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I don't know here. Because this is like a back and forth on the... Oh god. Like, I've seen part of this, but I did not get this kind of direction. She's gone absolutely nuts. Which, like a coyote, she's trying to get herself out of them, but why'd she wait till now? Where do I put her? Oh boy. It feels like it'd be a betrayal almost. Ooh, god damn, I don't know what to do. Where's a coin? I need a coin. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Against your better judgment,
Yee!
place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Gross.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Yeah, she's gone bonkers.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Right?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Oh, yep, Warner.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Trying not to.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I resist.
The blade! Move the blade!
No.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
No, don't do that.
Quick.
She plunges it into
Oh.
your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no!
Oh,
I'm so
no.
sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Yeah, well, if you know.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Fantastic.
I'm sorry.
That
She doesn't know how to use
is good two-framing animations. Oh my goodness. The
Apparently
blood
not.
parallax? No,
It
it does
doesn't
not.
matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound. It won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Aha! Surprise! Not dead.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
There sure is.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I have not seen this end of the world yet.
My
Yep.
tricks?
Yeah!
What on earth are you
You can
talking
control
about?
me.
Just met for the first time.
That's a lie!
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
That line we've heard before.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your
Okay.
intentions if you're going to try and save the
That's
princess.
interesting. I've seen the smitten.
So all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we
But I
and the
got
princess are
this
in
a different
love.
way, or I
And the
should
four
say I
of us
got
will be
this. I
foiling
saw this
any
happen
and
in a
all
different way.
assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Yeah.
Two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Yeah, indulge.
let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
It's like the fourth.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. You were the one who did us in, villain. Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because
I'll
the
let the
entire
narration
world
finish
was
and
at
then I'll
stake.
get to it, but...
No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations.
I do have the common sense to ignore the Smitten's protestations.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything?
Hey, don't
If you're
mock me.
asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
That's a fair
If it's
question.
the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Oh, well, yeah.
Do you think the people there
Steins
lived
Gate answers
happily
that
ever
question.
after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme. Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
I'm fine with them. I'm going to find somebody to save her from the cabin. Now let's just talk
be
about this
quick
princess
about it.
here. You've got things to answer, buddy. The only reason she was able to kill me last time is because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to end the world? That's a great question. And then who locked? That's the one I want to know.
Locked her in that
That's
place.
not an
I
answer.
told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate
No.
things.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Elaborate.
You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
Boo.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice. Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
That's a very professional manner to go into. Yeah, I want to know this.
I've
What are
told
you
you
not
everything
telling me?
you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
Alright, yeah.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
Oh, shut up, Smitten.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
That is
Great.
all.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Alright, let's go to the cabin.
A warning. before you go any further.
The same morning.
She will lie.
Yeah.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted.
Wow.
Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
It's not his lies, it's his withheld information that cannot be trusted. Let's
I think
see.
we've already been over this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Yeah.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Focusing. To the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright. I'm going to approach the... Well, I'm going to actually ask
Very
this for
different.
everybody.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
That's a lie. Repeatedly. A lie.
So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
No. To the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There
I
isn't
got
much
nervous
to
that
see.
there was that glitched. That was
What are
spooky.
you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Mirror.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
That's a
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
I want to throw it out a window.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us again.
That's
There's
what I
no
want to
use
throw out the
arguing over
window.
motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade.
Ah, I didn't want it to skip. I just want to throw it out the window. Alright, well, down we go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably
Hello?
doing her a favor.
Hello?
Howdy, partner.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
What's going on, friends?
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh, what a cutesy
Her
princess
voice.
voice.
It's somehow even
Oh,
more
thank you. I've been working on
beautiful
it.
than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held
Turn.
my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess.
I'm
You can still
funny.
do right by
Not
her
really.
without all this over-the-top fawn.
Your timing was excellent, sir. What was your question
For
that you had?
everyone's sake, you're not in
I didn't.
love.
Okay.
Oh, yes,
Just
I did. I said
remember
something, but it
that
was
her
very general.
charms are
I don't
all
remember now.
part of the manipulation.
What we were up to.
Yeah, what are y'all up to? That's
You
good.
walk down the
stream.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
You want to
I'm
fight
just
me?
watching
Austin?
Austin
Chain
play
around
this
her
game.
wrist, binding her
He
to
wants
the
to fight me,
far wall.
lemur.
Being more
My
tempted
love,
than I already was.
we're here to
by-
rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero.
Hmm.
I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Do you hear that? She said we're
Indubitably.
dashing.
She has
She called
also
us a hero.
admitted that we've come back.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back.
Yeah.
I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yes, narrator. Yes, we have.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
That is true.
Well, she killed us.
Because of
He
him.
made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Okay, and so the narrator
Now,
knows
hold
about
on. If she actually
other
ended
world.
a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him?
Yep.
He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
No, but I'm also not listening to Smitten. Yeah.
I'm
Elaborate.
sorry. Didn't you want me to?
No, I did not.
Did we?
Nope.
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us.
That is
She
not.
is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
I don't know if that's true.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Yeah. Yeah, this. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
That is not an answer. Yeah.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Yeah.
That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Please no.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's
Nope,
weird?
I'm with you, hero.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. You're right, it's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Yeah, did you end
I
the
don't
world?
know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Listening to her, that's a confession.
That is a confession. No, I do not want the world
Then
to
I
end.
didn't end the world.
That sounds like a lie.
She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. I'm not so sure.
Slay.
Blade in
You
hand,
straight up
run
ended the world.
princess down. Wait, no! You barbarian, what do you think you're doing? But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and press on. The princess's eyes grow
Man.
wide with terror as you approach. But
This
she
feels
has
bad.
absolutely nothing to stop you.
Them sad little eyes.
Blade
Oh
pierces
God,
her
no,
arm.
not the
She
tears.
collapses pathetically to the ground.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
Oh God.
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry, not you.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
And just like that, she's dead. And the world is saved. Thank you for seeing this through. I know it must have been.
That was very difficult.
I feel sick.
Yeah. No, I feel horrible.
You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived. And you merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught. Grief-stricken. Inconsolable. You'll get over it. You just saved everyone. Get over it. You smarmy ass. There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all.
Uh-oh. Oh God, no.
Aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and...
Is the smitten too powerful?
rash.
Oh.
The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
I'm the one who makes
Exactly,
those
you're not
decisions.
doing
I'm
this.
saying no to this.
All of you may have previously
Austin.
thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstifleable. Haven't you? Haven't you all? I don't believe this.
Being done in
What? What don't you believe?
by one voice.
You plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor. You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry. That's right. You're all sorry. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Grey. Cool.
You're on a path
Oh, shit.
in the wood. You horrid monster. You think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath. She won't be alive and well when we return to the
Oh,
cabin,
shit.
because she's dead. We killed her. You killed her. And so I killed you. And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here. Oh, and I'm still here too. If you
And
lot
Double
get to be
Boy.
blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse. I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are. So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
5. 5,
It's
2.
our
Third.
What gave it away? Your open discussions. I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further, though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent. And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again? Oh, you just wait and see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement. Don't provoke him. I prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying. Why not? You've already done it twice. It was unpleasant.
More than twice.
It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant.
That's true.
I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens. Oh, how exciting. I'd love to see you try. Can I? Well, I'm not just going to try. I'm going to actually do it. I'm looking for
Oh my god, these two are going at it.
I am too. Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead, and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world. I'll believe that when I see her living body. Did I hear that right? He says she's alive. Our beloved lives again. Yes, she's alive. But you're going to have to make her not alive. You'll have to slay her. It's your job. We absolutely will not. This is a tale of love and redemption.
Love and redemption.
And this time, it will not end in bloodshed. Except ours, if any of you try anything. Let's do our best to keep him away from anything sharp. If we're lucky, there won't even be a blade when we get to the cabin.
Oh, we haven't talked enough about this place. Yeah, that's a big one. Alright, let's see. Whatever happens next seems like we're all... Like, all our answers are in the cabin. Yep. I'm done with this. Bye. Turn around and leave. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I want this first.
If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time.
Okay. That's an answer, I guess.
Wait. But if her influence is spreading, that means there's hope. That means our beloved is waiting up there for us, ready to make amends.
Smitten, be quiet.
Yes, I already told you she's alive.
Smitten won't shut up.
Don't
Damn it,
mind
Smitten.
him. I don't think he's doing too well.
I got you, buddy.
I definitely do not have the voice of the Smitten in my head.
She's alive. Influence
Sounds lit,
doesn't
my guy.
require life. But if things
true, I guess.
restarted, why wouldn't she be alive? Who said they restarted? All they've done is changed. I shan't listen to the vile mutterings of you serpents. Onward! Our living, breathing princess awaits us.
Alright, let's see. Yeah,
She'll find
what
a way
happens if
out
we don't go?
eventually and the world will still end. The only way this resolves is if you find her and slay her before that happens. Again he makes her out to be a monster. I'm tired of all this slander. She's never hurt anyone in her life except for us, and that was our fault.
That was not our fault.
We don't know that. She could have done all sorts of things we weren't around to see. Turn around and leave, go to the cabin. I'm fine with either. So long as we don't just do the same thing again. That would be boring.
That would be boring. Alright, to the cabin.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just don't muck it up this time, alright? Oh, we'll muck it up alright. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived. Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly lost it.
I agree, narrator. He is gone
I'm agreeing with
on the
him
deep
on
end.
anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful. Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control? You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off.
It kinda is.
It is. It's easy. Whatever happens, Happens.
Yeah!
Are you even alive? What's the point of doing anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion?
Nah, I just feel the good
I don't
ones.
know. I just exist. And that's fine with me.
Pizza Power!
Probably unproductive
How's it going?
cabin and your extremely important
Ooh, I remember that
destiny.
name.
Right? I have been. I am alive and kicking, and I'm back into the streaming. I'm gonna try to get back into the routine a bit. Happy Tuesday. My schedule's gonna be weird. It's gonna be on a as I can do it basis until I get officially moved in somewhere. But we're in motion. We're back at it with a really odd game, but it's something I think I could kind of work on and edit while I make stuff. Like this ghost! You know, I'm only kind of alive. But, no, I'm glad to be back at it. I desperately wanted to play this and stream it. I wish I could have streamed it. What was that noise? I wish I could have streamed it off of like a pure, hadn't seen it before. But, is what it is.
And you're
It's
going to
still
do
good.
the approach, though, aren't you?
I am. And I'm learning a lot of stuff in this run that I didn't before. Like from the stream stuff. But there are things that like I know anyways that are slightly nudging my picks already. But it's alright. It's good. Because we're learning new things. And this game has, like, the developers have, like, a whole nother game that's similar to this that is in early access that we'll check out with a fresh look at some point. But it's good to see you. Hopefully your streams have been going well. I haven't had a whole lot of time to get on and even watch anything. But we're getting back into it. To the cabin!
The interior of the
That's a
cabin
ghost.
feels dry and brittle.
That's a straight up
Ancient
ghost.
dust-covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified ribs, each elegantly carved detail.
Oh, I
of the
just played this the
stately
other day
building,
during Time Walking.
preserved in an extended stasis. Everything here has been kept safe and dry.
Leo, I love you, bud,
lifeless.
but you're kind of
But you're not
distracting me,
alone.
man.
You can feel
Well,
something
good.
watching
It means you're
you. There is a
interested
figure
in what's
faintly
going on here.
outlined against the dusty wood of the
What?
far wall. Is that
What are you talking about, buddy?
her?
That might be her, hero. That
So
is
she
a
does
ghost.
live.
That is straight up
She
a
doesn't
ghost.
look very alive. to
She
me.
does not look very alive.
Before you can
Oh,
make
she's
a move,
gone.
the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side.
But there's a mirror in front of the door.
The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. It's just that damn mirror again. Ah, yes, the mirror. So we can see the monster we've become. If it even lets us look before it vanishes too.
Right.
Mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade.
I don't even see the table and blade.
That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Or a table.
Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it.
That's sound logic.
Perhaps it's gone because an oh-so-deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you. Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've done.
I do feel bad.
So if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart.
No. Stop
I
it.
suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
But the basement's got the ghost in it. And then I'm glad you've been having fun. I'll have to stop by when I can. Okay, well, I'm not even going to bother arguing that there's no door. We know this mirror the narrator can't
You
see,
make your
so
way
let's
to
just
the
go
door
look.
at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it.
Let's
You
see.
must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier.
Yes.
The one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door.
Feel like
I
I
got-
handled that very well, but alright.
Gotta look
Still
at
got the
this.
most damage done.
Crazy. We should try and clean it off.
Yeah, clean the mirror.
Yes. Trying to touch it does seem to be the magic spell to get it out of our way. It's
Wipe it
time
clean.
for all of you to see what we've become.
Are we a
Reach
bird?
forward
Oh,
and
it's gone.
place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other...
Holy
I
shit!
want to see both.
I see. We are too hideous for even a mirror to behold.
Bad smitten.
We can only hope she might still see some good in us.
I goofed
No
hard,
way
y'all.
left to go but down.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open.
That is straight up a
revealing an
ghost.
antique
And she looks
staircase
very sad at
with
my
a
decisions.
torchlight. The air here is so stale it practically stands still, as if the very
Tron.
molecules of this place have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival. Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow. There she is again. My love. She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment,
She's gone.
then she vanishes around the corner.
Oh, fuck.
I think we have a lot to
See
talk
if
about.
she responds.
It's pretty good answer.
She's upset with us.
I would be.
Don't like being here unarmed after what happened
Got it,
last
got it, got
time.
it.
I feel so
Jesus.
exposed.
Don't feel
Of course
exposed.
she's livid, and with good reason. You aren't
Look,
helping.
she obviously is a
Are you
threat.
scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants. It won't do anything.
Proceed down the stairs.
As you descend the final
Oh,
step,
cool.
the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain. This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead.
Alright, get it,
Yeah,
get it.
she is dead.
What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago, floating away transparently.
Whatever we saw was a ghost. Thought we were all on the same
Right.
page. Do try to keep up. Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock.
Well, that's not good.
You turn to see the
Whoa!
shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs, clutching a brightly burning torch. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead. She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before? Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly
didn't
just
say
slammed
time
the
to
door
hate
on you,
hunters.
and she
Lol.
clearly has a weapon. Your pristine
Surprise,
blade
Wu-Tai.
sticking out of her
We're playing
chest.
such an elite
This is
class.
extremely bad. Catastrophic, even. Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying, or destroying, if we want to be a little more death-neutral, seems off the table.
We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart. She's bearing a torch for us and everything.
But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
I don't know that.
You came back.
Oh,
I
perfect.
missed you.
That angelic voice. I missed you too, my beloved.
You sure snapped back to your old self quick.
Yes, seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart. I have found it in
Get
me
outta
to
here.
forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
Right? It's the vibe I'm getting.
Falls from the princess's hand and bounces down the stairs.
It'll be so much better when it's gone.
The skeletal wood of the basement,
Ah, shit!
perfectly dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire.
She's trying to kill us.
She sure is.
A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
Good smitten.
Smitten is such a piece of shit. Ah, fuck. Alright. Alright. I'm going to impart knowledge that I have to the audience, is that sometimes things have a limited time to figure out what to do. Not really based on time, but based on questions. So I need to figure out what the important questions are and what I need to do. Do I try to kill a ghost? Do I try to break down the door? Or do I ask a goddamn question? I mean, clearly this is what's gonna happen. This is a good thing. That it doesn't matter at this point. This one first, I guess.
I'm not mad at you. You gave me so much to think about. And it's all going to be over soon.
Oh my god.
It's all going to
Fuck
be
this
better.
game.
Is it gonna be better?
She's holding a grudge.
Oh yeah, she is.
She wouldn't. She's perfect.
Oh god.
The fire grows quickly, devouring the basement, dancing up the walls and painting every surface with strokes of flame. You're choked by smoke. The air around you grows uncomfortably warm.
We've never burned to death before. I wonder how it's going to feel.
Not good.
I bet it'll feel really, really bad.
Right.
Yes, it will be terrible, so you'd better come up with something to do, and fast. Your personal safety is far from the only thing she's threatening right now.
I think a bit of fiery passion is good for the world. You're just trying to spoil her.
Smitten.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm trying to prevent oblivion.
Oh, smitten. That next.
Lying apart kept us apart.
Ah, shit.
Lying
What?
together will keep us together.
See? Everything's fine. She wants to be with us.
Yeah, in a bad way.
She just has a unique way of expressing things.
The heat grows in intensity as the flames draw ever nearer. You can practically feel your
Sheesh.
sizzling already. If you're going to try and stop her from killing you and destroying the whole world, you'd better do something, and you'd better do it now.
Right? Ah.
I wonder if we look good right now.
Oh god.
Fire makes a lot of things look good. I can only imagine how dazzling our eyes are once in flames.
I feel,
She's noticed.
I feel like Smitten has to have the last word in everything.
We don't have to, right?
Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. I feel like this might work. But at the same time,
Damn it.
this might work. Shit, 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 shit. Oh god. I don't think I can kill a ghost, so I'm not doing this one.
You'll understand when it's over.
Oh god.
Just like I understood after you stabbed me in the heart.
Ah, shit.
Everything is okay.
It's not. I'm dead.
Flames lick at your form, stripping layers of you away, causing
What?
your skin to blister and pop and crisp. As you burn, the princess glides to your side, her ghostly
Oh, okay.
form blackening
How
as
did I
she
miss?
too succumbs.
Oh yeah.
This is terrible, we're going to die.
Oh yeah.
I'd savor this feeling if I were you. Soon enough, we will.
Jaw-dropping experience right there. For
And
the...
we'll get to die with her. After what you made us do last time, this is as sweet an end as we could hope for.
She clutches you close to her chest,
her eyes bright and her smile wide with manic affection, watching as the flames take you away. The pain is unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins. But it isn't long before the flames take your nerves, and with them, your ability to feel much of anything.
That's reassuring,
See?
I guess.
That wasn't so bad. It was so bad. You'll get used to it. There are still the feelings of the heart. Those never go away. Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too.
Pause
You'll
the
make
auto.
them stop.
So,
Trust me.
I can't help but notice that I'm like holding the knife there, and it looks like the door's there. So I have a feeling if I tried to grab the knife, this is what was going to happen anyways. Rushing the door might have been my only choice. If this wasn't inevitable. Which is very
Princess's
likely.
smile never fades. Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin.
It's not
It's
slightly
very
horrifying.
romantic, really. We got our happy ending after all. We can die happy.
Oh, fuck. I'm bad.
Oh.
Hard traffic. Control 4, shift 4.
Despite your efforts, you do not die. It is time for you to leave. Memory returns. Wow!
She's gone.
What a run!
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
We've seen that. Yep.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Just for a little bit, I guess.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
It's gonna be alright.
If you say so. We'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
Alright, Smitten. I'm ready to be gone of you. You approach the mirror. Gaze into the reflection. Still a weird creature thing. I've grown. I don't you belong quite again. To the cabin!
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Well, that's very nice then.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Oh, I didn't try to do the same things. Oh! Is that near me? No. Okay. I'm surprised I didn't blow up the mic. Some of these are things I've not seen for answers before. This is cool. Alright, let's see. I'm going to ask the ones that I don't know and I want to know more about. Yeah, what do you feel about me?
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but they are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, and you are something more than that, too. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you?
Funsies.
You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Well, usually my line of thinking with that is usually fear the unknown, because I'm afraid of you like none other.
Funsies.
What do you think about this vessel?
This one is passion betrayed.
Ah!
But even in the end, her love never faded. She will make for a bright heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same. Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Ah. What do you want to do in this
With every
system?
gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Does that work? Please tell me that works. It doesn't work.
Okay, everything else here I think I've seen, and so I will just play it for
Eyes
people to
close in
know.
reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I would never ask this one anyways, because so right now, I don't feel like that's the direction to go.
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Easy. Easy.
My preference is for you
Easy.
to show me what you would like me to see.
2 11s
I
done, boys.
cannot know the
2
ways
11s.
I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
I can answer this one for you. It's quite a bit. I'm not going to do that one. Not going to do that one. What if I destroy my body?
Sounds rough, buddy.
I didn't see what happens if I do this, so I'm curious. And gently touch the side of my face.
There's nowhere for you to be.
Ah! I guess I'm ready to go
I
back
will
then.
long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Alright. Then it goes dark and I'm dead again. Alright.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yep, we know what all that is. Okay. Let's see. I'm not
Are
doing
you
this.
serious? No, you have to do it.
I do not.
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't. Seriously?
Yep.
You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yes, I am.
Do you even know where you're going?
I'm picking that one.
Be a new dawn.
Yep.
If the world ends, there'll just be nothing forever. Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Right.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved.
Alright, fine.
That's great to hear. As long as you bring that fiery attitude to Princess Slayer...
We already know he can
things
keep
will
sending us
all
back to
resolve
it.
Splendid.
So.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and fortunately, she's only a princess, whereas you are a valiant and talented warrior. We can't just go through with this and listen to him. She's...
All things we've heard before.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty.
Let's say we've seen all that before. Let's take the blade
You
with
take
us.
the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Yeah. Yeah. Basement. What will I do this
The door
time?
to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
That sounds vaguely
Don't let it fool
angry
you.
again.
It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
This is all familiar. Oh. No, yeah, I was not kidding when I said that. I haven't
How
decided
about
yet.
you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
You did this to me once.
Look how reasonable she's being. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. You ignore
I'm
the
not
trembling
letting
of your
it go.
hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
I'm familiar with what you did last time.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Right.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I'm not dropping it.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Okay then. Be that way. Alright. I was already doing this.
You
So
stare
that's what
at
I'm
the
gonna do.
princess. Squint.
I was already doing that. So
She squints back.
perfect.
The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
We're gonna do this for a while.
You squint even harder.
Yes, I do.
So does she.
Perfect.
At least nobody's dying right now.
Right?
You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
I'm fine with blinking.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face.
Yeah.
Unarmed.
We already know what this leads to.
Oh, have you
I
decided
have
what
decided
You
what
know
I'm gonna do.
why you're... That seems
I'm
like
gonna
a
leave
pretty
you down
good
here.
compromise.
I wanted that to be an option up above.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Oh, really now?
And if you don't... I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I know what happens if I do this. Because I believe this is just the same path to what happened before. I don't think this is going to be very helpful for us.
Oh, for the love of...
Good. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
I wouldn't say that.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
I don't know about that either.
You walk up to the chains binding the
Bunch of
princess
good
to the wall
fucking kids.
and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
I definitely don't. There's no
Maybe
key.
it's somewhere upstairs.
Oh,
Doubtful. Whoever locked
That's
the
not what I
princess
thought we
away
were talking
down
about.
here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
You have any ideas?
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
She
Yep.
speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
Seen this coming.
If we were stuck down
I'll
here
end up
for long
cutting your
enough, I'm
hand
sure
off
we'd be
again.
nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs,
Yeah.
someone else.
We already know how that plays
You
out.
make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for her, easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
I sure did.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens.
There we go.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
So this is similar.
Cut into her
Yep.
flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick
Okay.
work of it. Before long, you're able to crack. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Yep.
Free from her bindings, how is she so composed?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too. As the
This
princess
is
approaches,
right back to this.
watch me.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm just
You
gonna
bring
kill
the
her this
blade
time.
down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. Okay. There's no going back now.
Right. But this time she couldn't fight back.
Though the blade
Ah,
left a deep
shit.
gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you.
Nah.
Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one. But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Slay.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air.
Oh, shit.
She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice. You drop the blade, pathetically. She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker. There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now. Adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves. You fall to
about
your
to say,
knees.
the auto
You're
break-
barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over.
Hello again, folks.
Everything goes
Hello.
dark, and you die.
The tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all.
Nah, she just killed me cold. I have a chance even.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? Or does it matter what he knows?
Voice of the broken.
There's nothing we can do to stop her.
Austin,
She's
are
just
we going to
going to
see
kill us
your
again.
Valorant career take off anytime soon?
Nope. No, we are not.
That's a good answer there, buddy.
Valorant is even uninstalled. I have nothing on Bright Games on my computer.
I like
Wow. What a god.
I thought we were done with Valorant.
Oh, I'm done with Valorant.
Yeah, see, it's fine. Why are you
Yeah, no.
petitioning? Why are you petitioning for Valorant?
Because, you know, it's good content for people. Not me, but people. You know?
Yeah, but I don't have fun playing that.
Fair.
I'm gonna give it a good old-fashioned try here.
There you go.
Do you even know what he's talking about?
I have an idea.
Interesting.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Okay, the broken is new for me. And I have the feeling she is gonna bust me up.
Cool.
Yeah.
You have already
Easy.
committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Ah, no!
GG.
I guess I have one way to go.
Before you go any further.
This is
She will
interesting.
lie. She will.
Got a new card.
We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Wow, Broken, you
Can
are...
we tone down the pessimism just
Yeah.
a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
This is not...
You're being annoying.
Yep.
Just ignore their bickering and whatever you do,
Have I told you guys how
don't
much of a good kid you
pledge
are?
yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely
Not that I've listened
catastrophic that
to.
would be for
Yeah.
everyone, yourself included.
I see. I should fix that.
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should
Poppy.
rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver
There's
platter.
nothing cool in the shop.
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between
Like
rescuing her
a new
and
variant
pledging yourself
for
to her.
this new card.
Either would be terrible.
You're playing that young snap, I can see.
So please
Sure.
try to ignore both of those knuckleheads.
Sure, I
and
got sick of
focus on
Blue Maid
saving the
Pudgels
world.
for a while.
Let's not make this harder
There's
than
a
it has
spell
to
that I
be.
probably need to go and pick up that I need to pug for, and
Yikes.
yeah, but he's still.
If that's what you want,
Waycrest
I
Manor.
guess I don't have a say here.
There is. There's a 12 Waycrest Manor. Let me in, please. Pretty please.
The
Oh,
interior
shit.
of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note
I'm
is a
small.
massive marble altar with
Really
a
loving this
pristine
energy,
blade
Austin.
perched on its edge.
Thank you.
I have priority?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Wanna take that?
Tides. I got
Why do we
lost.
feel so
I can be
small?
strong.
We don't feel small.
Let's
We are
just
small.
let's see what I can pull off with rescue here.
Oh, let's fucking do this. Right back.
Quite small. That means he's gonna be tall. How do we make the most of this situation? Let's approach.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach
And
forward,
gone.
rub your hand against the cabin wall. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Well,
You
no
take the
harm in
blade
grabbing
from
the
altar.
blade.
It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement creaks open,
Oh.
revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Down we go.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers
big lady!
almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure
And she's
framed
floating,
by
that's
a
not
stained
good.
glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Uh-oh. Well, that confirms we're a
You
bird,
brought
man.
that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
As
No.
if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor. But we didn't drop it. We
Right?
decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us?
Uh-oh.
I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Talking sounds
The
nice.
last time we met, you couldn't even scratch me. And yet here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed.
And that's a lie. I did stab you in the shoulder.
What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
No.
Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she wants.
I mean, I want to as well.
No objections here.
But now I also
Don't know
want to
what
say
she's
no.
planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade.
I agree.
As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen
She'll make me
puppeteer.
kill myself again, ain't she? Uh-oh, I can't do any of that.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Yep.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad. Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably going to stand anyway.
That is true. I would love
You can feel a
This is the
creaking
alternate.
tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To defy me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance. Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
What? You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
That's not a good indication of only one choice.
Oh, we'll end this all right.
Oh, bad, broken, bad.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
Slay.
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson. Plunge that knife into your lungs.
No.
I'm sorry.
Bad, broken, no.
Don't.
Nope. Ah,
Take
damn
another
it.
step forward. The blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility. Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her. It's what she wants.
Bad, broken.
heroic.
You're worse than Smitten.
Don't just let this happen.
No, you're really
Stop
not.
them from
Smitten
killing you.
talks too much.
I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. The blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath.
Ugh.
Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece, at least for now.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird thinking it can defy a god. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
Slay!
Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
You continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement. You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand. My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will.
This is partially your fault anyways!
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing what she has to.
Stop.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor.
The tip of the
taste
pointer is
coating your
red
tongue.
now.
The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before. Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death. There's a place at my side for you, if you'll have it. Not as an equal, but as something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Well, that's demeaning, isn't it?
Just a little bit.
Yes, how thoughtful of her. It's a mercy. Take it. I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
Slay! Oh, damn it, broken.
Yes. Though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react. The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance. She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees. But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest.
Perfect.
As you find your target,
Stab!
she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh. We can do this, can't we? You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness.
Yes, it is. Keep stabbing.
Shut up.
Stab.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You...
You heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
No!
Before you can strike
Ouch.
the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet.
This is a lesson in
There's an
humility.
unsettling wet
Ooh,
pop
shit.
As your spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist into your chest. Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact. You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
That's a good question.
Monsters and conspirators, I can't bear to watch this. The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall.
But I don't feel liberated. I feel empty.
Aside from the pain, I feel fine. She collapses to the floor. Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together.
Alright, I'll see you in chapter 3!
I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we?
No. It's pretty rare for
Don't
that.
let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something. I guess.
Excuse my
Regardless of
burps.
how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The fury! Oh, shit! That doesn't sound good at all. Oh!
On a path in the woods. And at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that? I think he's upset. And what's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god!
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was, and ever will be.
You're damn right we did. And you'll get over it.
Stubborn is back!
Can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us and you almost got us killed. You're being too generous. He did get us killed.
That's very true.
Alright, enough chatter. I've got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions. Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a... If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her. It's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it?
Yeah, this is all like some weird flesh nightmare.
This is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly you've already been here. Yeah, you think?
Actually, I don't think we have been here. This is all different, isn't it?
Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that. Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods if reality seems distorted. It's because reality is distorted.
Okay,
So you knew this
perfect.
could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart like this. I know all sorts of things, which is why you should listen to me.
You should tell us things, though, narrator.
That's not really an answer.
Tell me things.
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
Got it. We get 3 attempts apiece.
Don't worry. We only need this one last go at things. You'd better hope that's true. And don't let that inflated ego get in the way of doing your job.
If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now. You're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
Yep. I mean, that's a good question.
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, but is there something after the end?
Right.
How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there. It doesn't matter because we're going to win. Now that's exactly the sort of mindset I like to see. Don't let yourself be consumed with self-doubt. Don't flirt with oblivion. Just focus on the present and everything will be absolutely fine.
Alright. Tell me everything.
Anything I say at this point is far more likely to accelerate the unraveling of this place than it is to actually help you do your job. In fact, I probably shouldn't have even said that. I trust that if you've been here before, it means you know how dangerous she is, and that you know I'm not lying to you about her.
Really? That's it? That's all we're getting out of you?
He just wants to keep things going the way they are. But we've been given a second chance to do right by
Broken,
her.
you shut up. You're not helping.
This. She can build something better than us. We just have to let her do it.
I get it. You're conflicted. You've been through a lot, but I really have to be firm here. I will tell you one thing, which is that even now you are capable of stopping her and saving the world from ruin. You always have been, and you always will be. Do with that what you will.
Yeah.
What if I'm speaking my mind? It's not like I've ever really gotten a say.
You caused issues last time.
What a crock of shit.
Yeah, thank you, Stubborn.
Yeah, you stabbed us last time. Repeatedly.
It didn't even work. It doesn't count.
It totally counts.
We died!
If you didn't submit to her, for all we know, that wouldn't have happened.
It's the punishment you all deserved for not listening to me. To her.
Aside from our sulking friend, I don't think we have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever going to change.
Second he tries something, I'll put a stop to it.
Thank you, Stubborn. To the cabin.
Good, we're all on the same page.
God, this nightmare
Isn't
flesh
long before
forest.
You find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her.
That's it? No final words of advice?
I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
Yep.
That's fine by me. Let's get moving. I'm itching for a rematch.
Me too. In we go. Please tell me it's not
Interior of the
Flash
cabin is a
prison
place
in
that
here
feels
too.
long
It
forgotten.
sure is.
There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible.
Very.
You did this. The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah,
mirror.
you didn't mention the
There
mirror
is no
again.
mirror. There's the pedestal, the blade sitting on the pedestal, and the door to the basement.
Are you willing to answer more about the mirror this time? Maybe.
Just to tell us where the door is. I'd like to get back to fighting. If you want us to kill her so bad, I'm sure you feel the same. No more messing around.
I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely. What are you trying to say exactly?
He thinks we've lost. That we're succumbing to madness, that something in us is broken.
Yes, you've broken.
That's an unnecessarily melodramatic way to describe a hallucination, but sure. I'm not going to waste time arguing with any of you. It went away after we touched it last time. Let's just do it again.
Right, yeah. Let's take
the blade from the pedestal. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
Let's approach the mirror.
Step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange. It really is just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now?
Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her.
Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it.
Smash it! Let's get violent already.
Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Can I smash it? I want to smash
your
it.
fist crashing down.
Alright. Given what I know, that would have been interesting.
Open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised?
Into the flesh dungeon.
You step forward into the darkness. The
God,
stairs
it's so
leading down to the
gross
basement
and cool.
are once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart?
Oh, you're still angry.
Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good.
She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination. And we're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Whatever she is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
It doesn't matter what we are. She needs slaying. And we've got the means to do it, so let's get a move on.
Right?
If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here. And it's why your task is so important. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the
Not as
charred
horrifying as I
corpses
thought
that
she'd
make
look.
up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone. The princess stands in its center,
muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Nothing, because you're stuck to the wall.
Hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound,
Oh, okay. That's gross.
It plops to the ground. She pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
Fight time!
She is loose, and she is coming for you.
Knife. Yeah.
Her end. It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her. It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen. Screw that. We can win. We've done it before, and we'll do it again. And this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
Don't have
You're
to do
right.
this.
We don't, but I want to. So badly.
Oh, God.
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction. With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
Oh, gross.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever.
Oh, cool.
Huh. I feel
Oh,
cold.
never mind.
I've never felt cold before.
True to her, you do not better know you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror.
Of course you're scared. This is the
What is
end
that
for you.
supposed to mean?
Not for me.
Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
I'm sorry, buddy.
This is what we all deserve, isn't it?
Screw that. This can't be the end. It just can't.
Sorry, stubborn. Approach the mirror. Let's look at my new reflection. Ooh, I am turning into goo. That's not good. Proceed to the cabin. I approach.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
Okay.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Tell me what I did this time, because I'm very unsure what happened. Yeah,
And
talk
yet
about this.
my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
Okay.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Yeah, how do you stand to
As
be a
easily
contradiction?
as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit, even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Contours? Yeah.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Lean into one of those two. It's really more that one.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
Yeah, tell me what's up with this vessel.
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. But there is passion and empathy in her misery. She will make for a burning heart.
I'm doing a lot.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
That's good. I'm getting a lot of flame-related things in the heart here. Yeah, what happens to them?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Okay. Figured out what you want yet?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me.
Okay.
I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
How many more vessels
We
do you
will
need?
know when we near our destination.
Okay. Send me back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and I die again.
You're on a
Fury
path
to her.
in the woods, and at the end of that path,
Gonna skip to there. Okay. We're gonna save real quick. I haven't saved at all, which is scary. Alright. We're gonna go BRB again, run to the restroom, and then what time are we even at? We're at 10. I might pick this up again tomorrow. We're gonna do that. We're gonna call it a day here, and we'll pick this back up again tomorrow. It will be probably pretty early. Yeah, probably pretty early. But I want to try to get this done before I have to go back to work. And this will give me some time to think about what I'm going to do next, because I don't know what other directions we can go. But that's part of the fun. Alright. We will see you all next time, and until then, have a good one. Bye-bye.